They called it a reckless gamble, an unprecedented leap into the digital unknown. By investing a staggering sum of $20 million in Bitcoin at an astonishing price of $106,712 per coin, Prenetics rattled observers across both finance and medicine. After all, this is a healthcare company, backed by football legend David Beckham, boldly stepping onto the high-voltage stage of cryptocurrency. Critics worried it might be another cautionary tale, while supporters hailed it as a visionary act of courage destined to reshape an entire industry. In today's script, we are diving deep into the heart of this controversial move. We will uncover why this publicly listed healthcare enterprise, primarily headquartered in Hong Kong but with roots in the United States, would risk so much to join a club of corporate Bitcoin evangelists. We will also explore whether David Beckham's star power is enough to shield Prenetics from the unpredictable storm that often accompanies digital currencies, and what this decision means for the future of healthcare on a global scale. In this episode, we will discover how Prenetics follows in the footsteps of MicroStrategy, learning from the tech giant's bold bet on cryptocurrency. We will probe the company's official statements, revealing precisely why they see Bitcoin not just as a treasury asset, but also as a catalyst for healthcare innovation. We will delve into the ambitious notion of merging genomics and digital assets, plus the possibility that this could emerge as a game changer, bridging the gap between advanced medical insights and decentralized financial systems. As we journey through this tale, keep an ear out for the subtle but essential influence of David Beckham. Though the global sports icon appears not to be personally involved in the finer details of Prenetics' Bitcoin strategy, his association with the brand inevitably prompts speculation about celebrities fueling corporate endeavors. Meanwhile, seasoned crypto veterans like Andy Chung, famed for his time at OKX, have joined the Prenetics boardroom, suggesting that this is far more than a splashy headline. It may signal a profound shift in how healthcare companies handle their capital. Before we dive into the explosive details, let us set the stage. Bitcoin has long evoked polarizing reactions, inspiring fervent loyalty in its advocates and dire warnings from its detractors. Governments wrestle with regulations, while economists argue over its true value. So, when a pioneering healthcare institution invests $20 million in this digital asset, eyebrows shoot upward. Has Prenetics gone too far, or is it merely seizing an opportunity? Whatever the answer, there is no denying the sheer intrigue swirling around this unexpected alliance. Prenetics, though described as a United States-based healthcare firm, actually operates extensively out of Hong Kong, with multiple subsidiaries throughout the world. Its core mission transcends the typical supply of diagnostics or pharmaceutical solutions. Instead, Prenetics focuses on the cutting edge of genomics and personalized medicine, aiming to revolutionize how individuals manage their health. By layering digital assets on top of this, the company is betting that the future of healthcare could be interwoven with blockchain technology in ways that might challenge conventional norms. The specifics of Prenetics' Bitcoin purchase took everyone by surprise. The huge sum of $20 million, with the average price paid for each coin coming in at $106,712, grabbed headline after headline. Many analysts questioned why the company chose to buy in at such a premium, considering Bitcoin's notoriously boom-or-bust cycles. Yet Prenetics does not seem deterred. On the contrary, the firm proudly proclaimed itself to be the first publicly listed healthcare company to add Bitcoin to its treasury, sparking a chain reaction in the market. Indeed, Prenetics' stock price soared by 23% following the news, indicating the company's shareholders might be excited about a bolder, more innovative direction. While some see a short-term boost fueled by publicity, others argue that this marks the start of a strategic evolution toward digital assets that could reimagine how healthcare players finance and scale their operations. It also poses the question, will others follow suit, or is this a stunt that only a risk-tolerant juggernaut can afford? In the broader panorama, Prenetics stands alongside a growing chorus of corporate believers in Bitcoin. Over the past few weeks, at least 60 companies worldwide have jump-started or expanded their crypto holdings. Although some do so quietly, others, like Prenetics, broadcast their moves publicly, confident that blockchain and healthcare have a natural synergy waiting to be unlocked. This synergy, as Prenetics' leadership suggests, lies in the merging of genetic data management with the robust security and decentralization that blockchain technology can provide. Yet, we all know that big ambitions meet even bigger challenges. Blockchain's integration into healthcare data might reduce human error, eradicate bureaucratic inefficiencies, and cut through layers of red tape. But critics warn about privacy concerns and potential regulatory clampdowns, especially as digital currencies continue to face political scrutiny. If you find this intersection of healthcare innovation and cryptocurrency as exhilarating as we do, drop a like right now to let us know you are riding this wave of excitement along with us. Danny Jung, Prenetics' enthusiastic chief executive officer, passionately outlines a vision that goes beyond mere financial speculation. He believes that personal genomics, personalized medicine, and the unstoppable momentum of digital assets will converge to transform the human condition, improving not only our physical well-being, but potentially altering the concept of longevity. According to Jung, the energy swirling around Bitcoin represents a harbinger of how technology will change our relationship with medical science and global economic infrastructure in the decades to come. Meanwhile, critics are quick to point out that Bitcoin remains a famously volatile asset. Over the past decade, the cryptocurrency has soared to unimaginable peaks, only to plummet heartbreaking percentages in fleeting spans of time. For a healthcare organization, volatility is more than an abstract figure on a balance sheet. It could place vital research and patient-focused initiatives at risk if the value swings downward. Prenetics' executives appear unfazed, insisting that their long-term strategy is built on more than short-term speculation. Having set up a multi-pronged plan, Prenetics is not content to merely purchase Bitcoin and wait for a windfall. The company has welcomed Andy Chung, formerly Chief Operating Officer of OKX, onto its board of directors, solidifying a robust crypto-savvy leadership. An industry veteran spanning over 1 decade in the digital asset realm, Chung is well-versed in navigating regulatory complexities, ensuring secure custodial solutions, and optimizing trading strategies. His experience could shield the firm from beginners' pitfalls and help craft a future-proof approach. Furthermore, Prenetics enlisted 2 other crypto advisors, Token 2049 founder Rafael Strauch and Tracy Hoyos Lopez, the dynamic chief of staff for strategic initiatives at Kraken. Their combined expertise suggests a thoroughly researched plan, rather than a spur-of-the-moment fling with digital hype. Each recruit has extensive grounding in the evolving blockchain sphere, from orchestrating large-scale events to bridging institutional partnerships. The appointment of such individuals sends a clear statement. Prenetics is committed to forging a long-term path in the crypto cosmos. This begs the question, would a healthcare company really put research, development, and patient care on the line for the sake of hype alone? Judging by Prenetics' moves, the answer is a resounding no. By converting part of its treasury to Bitcoin, the firm is not replacing its core responsibilities. Rather, it is diversifying its resources in a way that could potentially multiply its capacity for innovation. The synergy between genetics research and blockchain's capacity for secure, traceable data might yet reveal new horizons. Still, naysayers remain unconvinced. They worry about potential meltdown scenarios where Bitcoin's price collapses, freezing the company's capital at the worst possible time. They also question how regulators might respond. Healthcare is already a heavily scrutinized industry, and layering crypto on top could invite a labyrinth of compliance challenges. Prenetics, however, sees these hurdles as stepping stones rather than dead ends. By positioning itself at the forefront of a revolutionary technology shift, the company aims to future-proof its operations and possibly draw new partnerships. MicroStrategy's example looms large over this discussion. That software intelligence firm famously poured billions into Bitcoin, igniting a wave of corporate interest in digital currencies. Many believed such a move was reckless, but time has, for the most part, validated the strategy as Bitcoin soared to new heights. Yet, it is crucial to note that the crypto market can be merciless, and not every bet yields the same reward. Prenetics' risk might be anchored in the aspiration that, as global healthcare evolves, so too will the ways we fund it. Are you fascinated by how swiftly major sectors are adopting once-fringe technologies? If so, do not forget to subscribe for more deep dives on the disruptive forces reshaping our world. We only get one shot at understanding the future before it arrives, and staying informed can make all the difference. The Prenetics story is a case study in how a single corporate decision ripples out to shape market perceptions, influence investor sentiment, and perhaps change the face of healthcare forever. Much of the speculation surrounding Prenetics' decision revolves around David Beckham's involvement. Although the football legend is a high-profile backer, official communications suggest his input on the Bitcoin purchase was minimal. Still, star names inevitably attract public attention, and some argue the mere association provides a marketing boost. Others see it as a natural evolution. If sports icons and influencers have embraced crypto endorsement in the past, why should a company connected to Beckham be any different in how it seizes opportunity? Beckham, famous for meticulously crafted personal branding, has historically been cautious about lending his name to volatile projects. That he is financially linked with Prenetics implies a measure of trust in its leadership. Yet, he remains on the sidelines of the Bitcoin move, perhaps indicating that celebrities, after witnessing the peaks and troughs of cryptomania, prefer to let specialized professionals chart the route. The question lingers. Might Beckham's global sports network eventually converge with the firm's new digital ambitions down the road? In stepping back from the star-studded intrigue, we see that Prenetics' real story is about bridging biology and blockchain. If successful, the integration of these technologies could upend how we store and share sensitive DNA data, accelerate research by leveraging decentralized networks, and possibly unveil new financing models for medical breakthroughs. Imagine a world where unlocking your genomic data is as straightforward as scanning a secure blockchain, guaranteeing confidentiality while enabling personalized healthcare solutions across borders. Moreover, Bitcoin holdings might just be one piece of a broader puzzle. As Prenetics invests in leading minds from the cryptosphere, one can foresee the launch of specialized tokens or platforms dedicated to healthcare services. Tokenized incentives, for example, could shift patient behaviors, rewarding them for regular checkups, medication adherence, or providing valuable medical data for research. This digital ecosystem, underpinned by cryptographic security, may become the scaffolding for a new era in patient-driven medical progress. However, for all the promise, the debate rages on. Is this truly a wise allocation of capital for a healthcare firm? Some shareholders are thrilled by the possibility of multiplied returns, while others prefer a more conservative approach, limiting risk exposure. Market analysts, likewise, remain divided. Some see parallels to previous wave of the future investments that ended in spectacular collapses. Others hail this as a glimpse into the next phase of corporate finance, where intangible assets and real-world science form a potent alliance. And what about the timing of this investment? With some envisioning that Bitcoin's bull run might accelerate, while others foresee a slowdown, the question becomes, did Prenetics leap too quickly at 106,712 per coin, or will that figure seem like a bargain in a few years? Given the notoriously cyclical nature of crypto markets, no outcome is off the table. The only certainty is that Prenetics has thrown its hat in the ring, and the healthcare world will be watching. Historically, radical innovations often come from bold, if not outright outrageous, decisions. Any major paradigm shift requires a pioneer willing to stand at the forefront. Perhaps Prenetics is positioning itself to be that pioneer, forging a path others will later follow. If the synergy between blockchain-backed data security, personalized medicine, and robust capital growth can be realized, we might witness a renaissance in how people engage with their health. If not, Prenetics could become a cautionary tale taught in business schools. Looking closer at the structural changes Prenetics has made, the inclusion of crypto-savvy board members is not merely about upgrading financial strategies. It signals an intention to unify cutting-edge medical research with the digital economy. This synergy could lead to collaborations with technology partners, driving the creation of platforms that harness both the reliability of distributed ledger systems and the potential for instantaneous capital injection. Should these developments reach their full potential, they might redefine the corporate approach to healthcare investment. Additionally, the success story of MicroStrategy underscores how perception can transform a company's reputation. A shift toward Bitcoin exposed that entity to a brand new community of tech enthusiasts and retail investors who were not previously within its sphere. Prenetics might enjoy a similar advantage, capturing the attention of forward-thinking individuals eager to see how a healthcare giant integrates cutting-edge data analytics, advanced clinical services, and blockchain-based finance. This synergy could spark fresh dialogues on everything from regulatory frameworks to patient privacy. One intriguing dimension is how governments worldwide will react to a healthcare provider's direct involvement in crypto. Auditing a firm that runs genomic tests while also holding a sizable digital currency portfolio creates a unique compliance puzzle. Laws differ drastically across borders, and Prenetics' global footprint means it must navigate multiple jurisdictions to maintain legitimacy. The complexities of tax, data governance, and cross-border financial restrictions could either hamper Prenetics' ambitions or force them to pioneer groundbreaking solutions that clarify gray areas. The next few months will be telling. Will Prenetics double down, adding more Bitcoin to its treasury, or diversify into other digital assets such as Ether or stablecoins pegged to fiat currencies? Will the company roll out fresh partnerships with blockchain authorities or remain selectively quiet until the environment is more welcoming? The moves that Prenetics makes could write a blueprint for aspiring enterprises, especially those bridging advanced sciences with emerging technologies. If the gamble pays off, the entire healthcare sector might never be the same. Ultimately, this entire chapter underscores the astonishing interconnectedness of our modern era. A healthcare enterprise invests heavily in Bitcoin, calling upon the expertise of crypto veterans, all under the financial patronage of one of the world's most recognized football stars. It is an electrifying narrative loaded with risk, vision, ambition, and the potential to remodel an entire industry. Whether Prenetics triumphs or stumbles remains to be seen, but one fact stands unchallenged. They have sparked an international debate that few will ignore, and the ripples of this bold move have only just begun.